All right, it is day 5 on the cruise, and we just got off the ship. We're in Dominican Republic, Puerto Plata, and I know I butchered that. My Spanish is not good. This is the little resort shopping complex that was built up right next to the pier. You can see the ships in the distance right over there. So you just walk off the pier, and then you're forced into coming here whether you want to or not. And it's beautiful. And like a lot of the little port areas, as you get off the ship, you are thrust into what I always say is the Disney World. Oh my God, it's so loud. A Disney World production of what the native land would be, right? And this is beautiful, right? I would say half the ship, they don't go past this. And the people who put millions of dollars into this complex, that's what they want you to do. In fact, they usually make the exits hard to find. You know, they can't lock you in here, and there are signs that tell you how to get out. But it can be a little bit of a maze, but it's beautiful. So if you don't want to venture into the country, you can just stay right here and have a good time. And there are multiple bars and shops and restaurants. These are not included in your cruise fare in this area. But some of this is I was surprised, at least the last time I was here, there was a little lazy river, and I think we're coming up to it. Unless that's a kiddie one, because it does look smaller. And it was free. Now, how long it stays free, I don't know. Every time I've come here, there's been changes, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing this video. I had posted a video about this a couple of years ago, which actually is one of my most watched YouTube videos, because it's a relatively new area, and then it was still in development the first time I came here. And I can see I'm going to turn around myself, but way back there were some cranes and construction going on the opposite side, so maybe it'll be even different there. Monkey Island. I wonder if there's actual monkeys in there. It could be. Adorable monkeys. What do you know? You would think a place called Monkey Island would have monkeys, but I mean, it could be the name of a bar. I don't remember that being here. These are nice. I'm not much for this type of stuff. I want to see what the way the real country is. But you get flavors of Dominican Republic in here. I'm sure you can get, native rums and cigars and chocolate and some of the stuff they produce. Probably pay about, 30-40%, maybe even double what you would pay if you hit the shops in the city, which isn't a far walk. And and that's what I'm going to do. And the city's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's safe. You do get harassed a little bit by the vendors outside. That's gonna happen anywhere. The first time I was here, it was really, really pushy. The second time I was here, it seems like they had cleared that up. It was there were still people soliciting, cab rides and tours and to escort you to the city and whatever. But it was less aggressive, and I think a lot of the port areas, they don't want those kind of negative reviews, so they work on cleaning it up. But it's just part of the culture. If you just say no firmly, they usually will walk away. Some will follow you a little bit, but we're not used to it. But it's the way things work in other parts of the land, and you're adventuring. Yeah, it can be annoying if people aren't used to it, but I don't let it bother me. As I get older, loud music bothers me more and more. To make fun of old people, and it's not too bad here. I don't know how it's going to turn out in this video. Maybe you say, "Oh, that's bad." Usually it's the opposite. It doesn't seem as loud in the video as it does as it does in real life. The bad news for people who want to, like me, that might want to put this on YouTube, I'm going to get a copyright strike. So I have to filter it out. And good news is YouTube has a pretty good filter for doing that, where it can keep my narration and get rid of the background. That's great. And I'm getting used to how to do that. I'm a little lost already. Oh, jeez. I took a picture of the map and I started the video with the map, but did I look at it? No, because I thought I knew my way. I know that I have to wind away towards the back part of this to get out. Huh. I see. Yeah, this seems different to me. Which is why I'm doing another video, because I think my other one is getting old now. Hey, don't you feel like you're at Disney World? And I'll have to check again to see if this is still free. I mean, I paid $150 to do this at Aquaventure in the Bahamas, Paradise Island, Atlantis, or whatever you want to call it. And I can do it here for free, maybe. Well, I have to confirm that. It was absolutely free the last time I was here. So, it is mid-80s. We've always asked what the temperature's like. Dominican Republic is pretty consistently mid-80s. I don't think it ever gets cold here. It's just too far south, so you don't have to worry about that. Always humid. This is December. It's less humid than normal for me here right now, but still, I'm sweating already. But I tend to tolerate humidity better than a lot of people, which is a nice attribute to me, considering I live in Atlanta, the land of humidity. At least for 4 or 5 months a year, we tend to be very humid. Definitely not the Dominican Republic, because it's 42 degrees in Atlanta right now, December. Atlanta's actually having a cold December so far, so I'm happy to be away from that. I don't like cold. So, saw a little bit of the lazy river. There's more of it. And I think it's still free. I'm going to take time in the middle of this video to stop the video and ask, but I'll try to figure it out. It seems like an awfully good deal for free, which is my favorite price range. I actually said I was going to, since I've done this port a few times, I was actually just going to stay in here and do the lazy river. But since I did the lazy river and paid $150 for it at Atlantis, it's a nicer one, of course, much nicer. Probably not $150 nicer, but I said, hey, I'll do that. I haven't done that in a long time. Now I'm less inclined to do this. Plus, we have 3 sea days out of 7 days, and laid in the sun yesterday. There's only so much sun, in my opinion, that a man can take. And it's like a Pokemon. The bad news is doing the video, which you guys can keep me company. But the bad news is I don't get to play Pokemon, and there's 1 million Pokestops and gyms here, but I'll try to do that on my way back. And then I've got a long walk. My goal, and I don't know if I'm going to do it, I got off the ship way later than I wanted to. We lost an hour the night before last. Still haven't adjusted to that. And I'm going to do a follow-up video. This particular cruise had a big debacle at embarkation, and I got to talk to one of the operations managers for the food service, particularly the buffet, which I had some criticism for. And he came and talked to me for a while. So I'm at the exit now, ready to hit the city, and I'm going to end it now and maybe pick up as I walk to the city, and then maybe walk further out to another area that I've never been to. All right, actually, I've decided to maybe pick up a video right here, and I can't remember on my last video if I did this, but this is one of the more popular questions because people are afraid of this. This is the exit to the nice area, and now we're going to head towards the city, which is about a mile walk. And I don't even know if it's that far. Perfectly safe, and I strongly recommend you doing it. When you get past this taxi area, there's usually a deluge of people harassing you. Like I said, less so the last time I was here. And let's see what it's like, okay? Now, I don't know if they're gonna be as pesty as they would, since I have a camera on them. Although it's just a phone camera, I don't have a professional camera, so I certainly have tourist written all over me by doing that. And they don't do anything illegal, or they don't touch you or anything. I mean, people are seriously at my dinner table. A lot of people say, "I'm not going. I don't want to deal with that." And I'm like, it's crazy. Don't be afraid of that. So, see, they do have every time I've come here, they have a bigger police presence than they did before. I'm all set. I know what I'm doing. Thank you, though. So this is the first one. He's very friendly. Didn't bother me. I said no, and he's okay. And there's police everywhere, which was great. That's really, you don't feel, some people feel unsafe, but it's not. And I don't know if you can see in the distance. I'm not going to stand on the road. Maybe I get a little bit closer. I'll zoom in. You can see that the church steeples. There's an old church in the center of town, and that's where we're going to go. Where is it? There's so much sun I can't barely see. So I don't know if it's a mile. And there is little, guide area. Now, I got one guy came up to me and I said, no, I'm all set. This definitely has been cleaned up. You see the little horse carriage things in a lot of ports. My ex, who has a horse farm, always felt bad for them and always went over and scratched them in with the places that she knows they're itchy. So I'll be taking a detour right now. I was with Liz. I do kind of feel sorry for them. I'm hot already. Actually, there's a great breeze right now. I'll assume that they're well treated. Let's just assume that. I'm sure people who watch this video will tell me something different. But I'm all set. Thank you. Thank you. No. See, that was easy. That was really easy. But this has better. Each time I come here, there's less. Because the first time I came here, this entire area was like guys like that. And they kept following. And I was like, go on to the next person. You're wasting your time. I know what I'm doing. I'm not interested. And they go. But now it's just, hey, can I help you? That's fine. Make your money. And most of these guys want to come back, so it's legit. It'll be cheaper than paying for the cruise ship to do it. And there's crime everywhere. I don't think there's a lot more here than any other island. And tourism board really is pushing this right now. So, and I got to remember how I came in. I think this is where I go. Because I remember that thing is a Pokestop. I know how to navigate thanks to Pokemon, and I don't really. Of course, I'm doing a video. So there we go. You have a policeman. He sees the tourist. He immediately stops the craziness and lets us go. And they want us to go into the city. Thank you. I'll stop here and make sure I'm safe. I am. Thank you. And simple. Now we're headed towards the city. Ship is right over there. Easy, easy. I'm not gonna say easy peasy. I'm not gonna say that. Easy peasy. No. Easy, easy. What does peasy mean anyway? And now we're walking to the city. Look, you can see. I'm telling you, I'm saying this. Some people are going to say, I know, it's not bad. What do you keep saying it for? Being on 51 cruises and being here before and talking to everybody on board, I just sit and talk to people. I would say at least half say, okay, no, we're not going. We're just going to, there's a resort here. Yeah, that's fine. I don't want to do that. You come to another country for. And I really shouldn't criticize the fact that you don't want to do it. Do what you want to do. And the nice thing is there's choices, right? You don't want to do this, that's fine. You stay right by the port. Beautiful, right? You do want to do it? Look at this. What is that, half a mile? Oh, I didn't know if that was coming behind me or not. So this was a legit street. Looks like they've improved it. They've got some drainage or stuff because you do get frequent rainstorms when you're in tropical areas. I guess it might have been flooding because it looks like they're going to keep us from getting our feet wet. I know I've gone through some puddles here in the past, but again, they just keep making this nicer and nicer. And another policeman here to make sure I get across safely. So, super, super safe area. Policemen helping us all the time. That's great. So, if you have any apprehension about going into the city, don't, honestly. And I haven't stopped and started this video really at all. There's a little previous video about the resort area, which I may join with this. And you can see I'm almost there. And I have been shooting this for 6 minutes and 26 seconds. So, 10-minute walk. I do walk fast. You don't see me jogging or anything right now. But I tend to outpace a lot of people. So, maybe 15 minutes for you. And this, it's an old, beautiful city. Artsy, look at this. Dominican Walmart is there. I'm sure Walmart lawyers would have something to say about that, but you're in the Dominican Republic. Come sue us, see what happens. Oops, we'll try not to get run over by a motorcycle. Maybe regular cars aren't allowed here, but motorcycles, I don't know. And somewhere around here is Umbrella Street, and I'll be able to show you that once I remember where it is. Hopefully not a different way. I think I'm coming the way I came before. Aha! I did come on the other side of Umbrella Street than I did the last before. So, again, beautiful. And the town square is right up in there. But maybe we'll take a trip through Umbrella Street. You want to go? Okay. I want to, shall we? I love Adam the Woo, by the way. I'm not stealing his tagline, but check out Adam the Woo and his little journeys. So, I had some Dominican beer the last time I was here. Not El Presidente, because that's everywhere. Can't remember which one I had. That's one of the things I'm going to seek out. I like to have the local brews. I have to find North Coast, because I don't believe I've had the North Coast Brewery. So they're known for, all the tropical stuff. Chocolate, cigars and stuff, so there's a lot of this. There's an Ambi museum here. There is a rum tasting somewhere, which I might do if I don't make it towards the beach area. I'm going to go towards another area that has a lot of shops and stuff. That was my goal. I'm a little worried because our ship has all aboard at 4:30, and I got off late. And I also, right now, I don't know what time it is because I didn't reset my clock, even though we had done that, knowing that it would do that when I get to Dominican Republic. I'm not sure that it did, and I meant to double check before I left. So I'm going to check to see. I think there is 3 that somebody can get a. This is the place this is a nice place. This is the place I had a beer at the last time, and I want to go see if they have beer, what beers they have. And this was really nice. I don't know what the name of it is. You can probably see it somewhere. I forgot. And this was really nice. And they have El Presidente there. I'm surprised they don't have all the beers out where I can see. I'll hunt that down when I'm not videoing. But I do know like this place a lot. Excuse me. By the way, when they put a bird on you, if you want to take a bird on you, they don't always discuss price first. There's usually a price for that. They're not doing it to be nice. If they totally did that unsolicited and you weren't willing, and yeah, you don't have to pay. But most of the time they do put it on you, and it looks like you're willing, and you come into a contract with them. So, they probably won't tell you the price. So, and that's the same everywhere you go. Those vendors, some of them right away will tell you. In fact, I don't think I've ever heard them right away say, "We're going to charge you $5." They usually put it on you and wait for you to take a picture and then say it's $5. honestly, if you didn't want to pay it, go to that policeman, he'll go over and say, call the guy. And it's probably as soon as the guy saw the policeman come, he would, he would go. But I mean, that's how those people make money, so give them whatever, gotta expect that. Same thing with monkeys and birds. If you think that that's free, you're gonna be mistaken. They look for tips, but they don't want their tips. So I think I meant to look, because I was in long discussions with one of the operations managers of the restaurant this morning about an absolute disaster. Not complaining, not looking for any, wow, so I don't know what's down there, but it looks like a cool place. And something they could have handled better. And he was very attentive, listened to me for 15 or 20 minutes. But I'll do a separate video later about embarkation and what went right and wrong. And again, great cruise, embarkations can be messed up, but how you deal with it is, I even hate mentioning it here because I'm going to have to edit this out. You're going to think that I've never cruised before. But check out my other video later, which will go into it in depth. They had a delay and did not manage it well. I mean, a significant day where nobody got on until 2:30, 3 o'clock. And people were fainting and stuff like this. And then the buffet was closed when we got on because it normally closes at 3:30. That's what I was talking about. You need to adjust. But anyway, now, how have I been running this? 12 minutes. 12-minute walk from the exit of the tourist place. And you can walk the entire tourist place in probably less than 10 minutes. So if you want to walk from the ship to here, you're looking at 12 plus 10, 25 minutes maybe, assuming that you'll walk a little slower than me. So we're decorated for Christmas and apparently New Year's, because this thing says 2026. The last time I was here, you can go up in this gazebo for free. There were a couple of guys trying to charge you. What they were charging for is that they would walk you up there, give you a tour, and point out all these buildings and their history. But for some people, they think it costs money to go in there, and it doesn't. At least the last couple of times I was here. So it can be confusing, and the tourism board doesn't want you to be confused. Some of the vendors that are hungry need to feed their families. Don't mind you being a little confused, but if you had a dispute, I think they would rule in your favor. But do be on the lookout for things like that, And it, honestly, I almost went back in first time I was here and said, what, paying $5, go up there because I'm looking at all these beautiful buildings. I don't know the history. I mean, we have the internet now, so you can, wiki it. But, and then help the local vendors, too. That's how they survive. They're out in the hot sun every day doing that. So I'm not unsympathetic to how it works when you're in a tourist area. I'm the tourist area, and people are gonna want to give me some tourist advice, just like I'm doing for free. I would appreciate a $5 tip. Thank you. Someday, if I ever go professional on YouTube, then I don't know what they pay. I'll probably make 20 cents on this, but I keep saying maybe I should try harder. But anyway, I think I'm going to end this now after 15 minutes. I think that's a good separate video. Show you what it's like to walk from the cruise ship. And then, actually, I won't. Let's do one more minute. And I will climb up into the gazebo because that's a nice view. And maybe this guy here will try to sell me a tour. I don't know. Standing there like he's got a purpose. No, some of these are actually tours from the cruise ship. And sometimes if you're standing in the right place, you're getting a free tour by accident. I'm actually trying not to do that. I don't want to infringe And there's a happy person there. You know what I love about everybody's happy. Oh. Can you get by me? I don't want to make you go in the skinny steps, but that's exactly what I'm doing, aren't I? Oh my God, Gustavo! You got some time off, huh? Good for you. Good for you. So my favorite waiter, I'm actually doing a video right now. So my favorite waiter from the cruise, my favorite server, is standing right behind me. Been the most pleasant person on the entire cruise. Not that anybody was bad. They've all been great. So it's beautiful, isn't it nice? And it's your first time, right, Gustavo? Yeah. Yeah, I think you were saying it's first time. I love this port. So, there is a tour guide here.
That's at the church where we go now. I show you the cathedral.
What are we at? 16 and a half minutes. Okay. We're going to stop soon. And pretty much saw all this from the last time you were here. A few minutes ago when I was a little lower. And what I want to show you is, like I said, there's my cruise ship, the MSC Grandiosa. There's a couple other ships in port, which is why it is crowded, and I forgot to look to see which ones they were. I think this could only accommodate 2 or 3 right now. So anyway, all right, time to say goodbye for now. Bye-bye! Gustavo's from Brazil, and he's been absolutely was so pleasant. I look forward to seeing him at the Sky Bar. All right, that'll be it for this segment.